Hello, my name's Rob, and I'm a woodworker for a hobby, and I do some carpentry for side jobs. And I was asked by a friend to demonstrate how math was used in real world scenarios. So I thought I would just show you a project I'm currently working on. My old church asked me to build them a cross for their church. Their outside didn't have any kind of cross on it. They wanted one, so I told them I would do it. And the problem I had was the cross was easy. The cross was just a 4x4 by 8 piece of wood that I cut about 3 feet off of and just did a half flap joint. But the problem I had was how to attach it to the roof. So after some thought and a lot of prayer, the solution came to me. What I had to work with was the pitch of the roof. I went and I made a little angle. I made the angle of the roof, and I got it home and put on my protractor, and it was about 27 degrees. So I knew what the pitch was, but I just still didn't know how I was going to attach it. So anyway, finally it occurred to me I was going to do I was basically going to build a house, a miniature house on top of the house, and basically it's just 4 trusses, and the middle 2 sandwich the cross that kind of just hold it in there. And then in this way, I can it can be easily put up into place and scoot into the roof, and this cross can be screwed into with these members here. So it's going to be very secure and very strong. But the problem I had to come up with next was to figure out how much material I needed for the frame, which I used 2x4 dimensional lumber, and I just cut it in half to save on cost and weight. It's still very strong. So each piece is about 1 3/4 inches wide by 1.5 inches, and there's 4 pieces. There's actually 8 sections, and each section has 4 pieces. And so there is basically, since they're cut in half, there's 32 inches per section. So that would be 64 inches of material per, which comes out to about 2.5, a little over 2.5 2x4 by 8 pieces of wood. And then I needed, these are 1 foot sections here. I needed those in there, and that comes out to about another 8 foot of 2x4. So basically, I used with these little pieces right here, I used right around 4 2x4 by 8 foot. The next problem I had to come up with was the siding. It proved to be an interesting math problem because not only do you have the trim, which I use the same material for, but you also have 2.5 inch overlaps of each piece. The material itself comes in 12 foot by 8 inch sections, and so what you had to figure out was how many pieces you needed. Well, just say for ease of math, this is real close to 3 foot by 3 foot, so let's keep it like that. And if it's 12 foot, then obviously you need one piece will wrap the entire section. So this bottom one, just for ease of the installation, I went ahead and just used a full piece measurement right here. That way I could just cut and follow the frame along that to make it easier. So we'll just say the top 3 layers were 1 piece, so that was 3 pieces. But then I had to figure out each step up, and the trim itself, which was the trim is just 16 inches of material, but it's cut in half, so you only need 16 inches of the 12 foot board to make each corner. So that was another 64 inches of material. So basically what I came up with was I needed 5 pieces, and it was right at like almost right. It was like 4.5 pieces that I needed of material for the siding. And let's see what else. We're gonna install this weekend, and I had to use math to figure out the material for the roof as well. This is gonna go on top of here like so. After this is secured to the roof, and it's gonna have screws and shingles on top, so it will be very secure. And I had to come up. They only sell these in 4x8 sheets, so there wasn't much math in this. You just had to buy a 4x8 sheet and then cut it to the size. You just had to measure and cut. So, and I think that is about it. Math is very important for, especially this kind of hobby and work. I mean, you use it all the time. You don't even realize you're using it. You have to know how much money you need to spend on materials and how much materials you need for the job. You don't want to go to the job site and find out later that you needed some more stuff. So math's very important in this kind of stuff, and I love doing it. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for your time. I'm Rob.